Alright, so yeah, hi guys, I'm back for another video. It's been quite a while because, to be honest, I'm like, I'm not gonna make this like part too long because you guys wanna just get into the tips. But yeah, for those who are wondering about where I went, it's because I kinda lost interest in Grand Cross for now, and then like I wanted to upload Genshin once it dropped, but my laptop couldn't handle it, so I just got my desktop, which means that I can actually record and play Genshin right now. So yeah, let's get into the video. Uh, as you can probably tell from the title, I'm not free to play, but I am extremely low budget. Like I have spent like I've spent around 20 plus Singapore dollars, which is less than 20 US dollars. So yeah, let me just show you guys, just in case you don't believe me. I've bought the monthly pass, as you can see. Yeah, 12 days remaining. I only bought it once, and I also bought the battle pass. I bought the battle pass just for, where is it? I bought it just for this weapon selector because I wanted to prep for KEQING when I eventually get her. So yeah, I bought this and the monthly pass only. Let me show you my shop. As you can see, there's still the double Primo Gems, Genesis Crystals like bonus. So yeah, you can see I haven't touched this store at all. So yeah, I am slightly over 40, like I'm almost 41. But that's because when I just reached 40, I didn't have my keyboard, so I couldn't make this video. But yeah, so yeah, let's get into the video. I'm gonna go through like the very obvious tips, the obvious like things to do, and yeah, the things you should be doing for a higher AR, as well as just general progression in the game, and some of the main things that you guys shouldn't do, especially if you guys are like free to play or budget players. So yeah, first of all, the most obvious one is to find all the chests that you can find, especially like especially common ones, because common chests are like they were confirmed to be able to respawn. So the faster you find all of them, the faster you find a lot of them, like the faster like you'll respawn, which means that you'll be getting a lot of, like you'll be getting like a new wave of like adventure rank from opening the respawn chests. And obviously there are the exquisite ones and the luxurious ones that you want to open. Basically, that's the most obvious tip, whereby you just want to open as many of them as you can. And like I'll go through again like the more obvious ones first, and then I'll go through like the less obvious ones later on. And then second of all, like you wanna do your daily commissions every single day, because every single day, for each daily commission, there are 4 of them obviously, like each of them gives 10 Primo Gems and 250 adventure rank. And after you do all 4 of them for the day, you'll be getting 1000 adventurer XP just from the 4 commissions itself, and as well as 40 Primo Gems. And then once you're done with all 4, you can go to either Mondstadt or Liyue, and then you can turn it in, claim the daily commissions, and you can get an additional 20 Primo Gems as well as 500 adventure rank, 500 adventure rank XP, which means that you'll be getting a total of 60 Primo Gems as well as 1500 adventurer XP from just doing the commissions, daily commissions. So you want to be doing that every day. As you can see, I'm adventure rank 40 right now, and I need 10,550 adventurer XP to get to 41, from 40 to 41. If you do that consistently for 7 days, you do it consistently for 7 days, you can go from 40 to 41, you get a full level. But obviously you'll be getting adventure rank from other places, so you'll be faster than that. But I mean, I'm just saying, if you're just doing daily commissions, you'll be getting a level from 40 to 41 in 10 days, in 7 days, my bad. So yeah, and then those 2 are really obvious. And then Another obvious one would be to do all your quests. Like, as you can see, like, there aren't any when I open up my tab. So yeah, just want to clear as much of them as possible until you run out of them, because you want to squeeze as much adventurer rank as possible. And it's important that you push for a high adventure rank as soon as possible, because you get more benefits for being in a higher adventure rank. Like, the mobs, since your world level will increase, the mobs will be harder to kill. They'll be higher level, which means that they'll be dropping better items, which are needed for like your characters when they are at higher ascension phases. On top of that, you also want to push your adventure rank as high as possible, like as soon as you can, because of the elite bosses as well as artifact dungeons, which are really important to farm. Let's see. Like, these bosses are the elite bosses, if you guys are unaware, and they drop 5-star artifacts. It's just that it's not the highest chance, but the chance of getting 5-star artifacts from these bosses, these elite bosses, are increased based on world level. And obviously there are the weekly bosses like the wolf boss as well as storm terror, whereby you can get a 5-star artifact, or like, you can get, I'm not sure if you can get more than 2 5-star artifacts per week, but I've only seen people get 2 for one run, from one run. So yeah, basically the point is that the higher adventure rank you get, the higher your world level is and the better drops you get. And on top of that, there are the artifact dungeons. Let me just open that real quick. Artifact dungeons. Can I see it from there? Let me go to my map. Artifact dungeons. I'm just going to click on a random one. Okay. So example, this one. As you can see, this artifact dungeon is like level 35 or something to unlock. This is a more higher level dungeon, so actually I should look at a different one. A one that requires lower adventure rank to enter. As you can see, like, for each like stage, right, like, the rewards get progressively better. So like the enemies obviously get progressively harder as well. And for it to get harder, for you to unlock harder stages, you need to have a higher adventure rank. Okay, so once you hit level 40, this 45, which we don't want to talk about. I mean, obviously your main goal right now, like your end game goal right now, is to hit adventure rank 45, but it's not really, you're not supposed, like, I wouldn't expect like everyone to hit it by like a week or 2 from now even. So yeah, just don't look at this right now, but this is what you're supposed to strive towards. But let's look for like a more reasonable goal, like 40, like adventure rank 40. It's still like, I'm sure it's still like really far away for some people, but this is what you want to aim for at least. But yeah, you do not want to be farming artifacts like until minimum level 40. I will be dropping a video most likely tomorrow, doing like throwing like 20 original resins or something into level 40 dungeons, but AR 40 dungeons. But I feel like it's still better to wait until 45. It's just that I'm very impatient, so I'm just gonna spend like all of it on the level 40 one, AR 40. So yeah, you want to hit at least AR 40 before you start farming artifacts, because you like level 40 and above. Like when I say level 40, I mean like AR 40. Just so you guys aren't that confused. Once you hit AR 40 and above, 40 to 45, you start getting 5-star artifacts. As you can see from here, you only get a maximum of 4-star artifacts. When you reach 40, you are guaranteed at least 1 4-star artifact, but obviously the 5-star drops aren't guaranteed. From what I've heard, when you hit level 45, you will get at least 1 5-star artifact per run. I'm not sure if you can get multiple, but I've heard that you will guarantee 1 each run. And as for adventure rank 40, you have a chance at getting a 5-star artifact. This chance is not it's not that bad but compared to 45 whereby you get 1 per run, like guaranteed, is quite a large difference. So which is why I recommend, like, ideally waiting for 45. It's just that I'm very impatient. From my experience and from some videos I've watched, you get 1 5-star artifact roughly like 1 in 3. So yeah, the rates aren't that bad, but if you get unlucky, like you can go on a streak whereby you just don't get 5-star artifacts, which is pretty sad. But yeah, you can start farming at 40, but it's advisable to hold out to 45. But this is also why you wanna like push for adventure rank as soon as possible. Okay, and then another tip would be to farm your. Let me just pull up the map first. I'm pretty sure this is quite obvious as well, but I'm just gonna go through it just in case. My characters don't have the best artifacts, by the way. It's just that, like, I'm still gonna show you guys because, for the sake of explaining. I personally, I should have done this more, but I didn't. So I kind of regret it right now. But I'm just gonna tell you guys what I learned from playing this game for since launch. So yeah. First of all, right, what you wanna do is that, example, you look at my Venti. He's 70 out of 80 right now. Venti is, as you guys know, one of the best units in the game. He has mobility and his ult is broken. So I would say without a shadow of doubt that he's worth level 19. It's just that right now, like level 70 to level 80, right? Like let me just fill up this thing. 324k Mora, and you are not getting that many. You're not getting that much of a stat bump. So just ignore that for now. You can leave your units at level 60 or 70. Just don't like level them up. So that's like the first thing. Like I just went through that pretty quickly. It's just not worth paying that amount of Mora for like a small bump instead. So I would say upgrade your characters to level 60, but if it's like your main DPS, then you can just max them out. But for supports especially, you don't have to max out their levels, just ascend them, but you don't have to max them out in terms of levels. So yeah, that's one thing. Another thing are the weapons. The only reason why my weapon, right, is level 50, right, is because I didn't like Venti at all. I couldn't care. I could care less about like min-maxing and stuff. So like his level 50, I seriously didn't really like his kit. I only liked his ult. And like I only use his E mainly for like mobility and stuff. So I couldn't really care less for him. That's why it's only level 50. So, but what you wanna do, right? Like in most cases, is like farming materials for your weapons in advance. As you can see, like I could be farming this right now. I haven't farmed it yet, but I should be farming these right now, just so that when I hit AR 45, I can just instantly get this to 90. Same concept goes for character ascension. Like as you can see, she's not even 70 of 80 yet, but yeah, you get my point. You wanna farm materials ahead of time. Example, my Fischl right now, as you can see, she's my main DPS, but I left her at 70 of 80. I don't find it worth, but you can level them up if you want to. When you click level up, example, it's not max level at your ascension rank. You can click on this button and you'll see the ascension materials for the next ascension. So you can farm this like before you hit the required level to ascend them. You can farm this in advance, so you can just ascend them right as you hit the level. So next of all, constellations, talents, I mean. I didn't really do this as well because I didn't really want to look at many guides when I was playing, like when I started and stuff, because I wanted to experience the game for myself. But yeah, you want to be farming, like you can see I don't have any of these, but you want to be farming these books in advance. Like, doesn't matter if you have like an access for your characters, like you upgrade them to max for your ascension rank and you still have extra, it's fine because like a lot of characters use these books as well. And same as the weapon ascension and the character ascension, you can farm these materials for talent ascensions, like talent level ups, like in advance. So yeah, that's what you can do as well. What else? I feel like there are a lot of things that I can cover, but I'm just gonna make separate videos because I'm not too sure how long I've been recording for right now, but it feels like it's been pretty long. I'm just gonna keep it short. Like I'm not gonna drag it on for too long. So like one of the first things that I said were look for chests, right? So one thing that I have learned from a YouTube video was that like you could actually just you could make finding chests like easier actually. I'm not gonna like run around and search for a chest because I've been struggling to find them because I've like I opened a lot of them recently, so I'm probably not gonna find one that easily. But what you wanna do, right? You know there's like the elemental site, this thing. It's at like the top. It's near the map. If you can see my cursor, you can either like hold the alternate key and then click on it, and then you'll scan around you. But you can use it by clicking on your mouse wheel as well. Like you wanna be like using this like very frequently, so you can just run, sprint or like dash, and then you can just like, hey, why isn't it working? Wait, what's going on? Oh yeah, that's the problem. Pretend that never happened. I'm not gonna edit that out. Pretend that never happened. I don't know. I think my mouse wheel is 40. I'm not even. I haven't played Genshin on like a computer for a while now because my laptop was like I haven't played it on mouse, so apparently I forgot how to use the mouse wheel. So yeah, I haven't touched Genshin on keyboard and mouse for like a few weeks now. So you wanna just I don't think you can bind it to like a random key. I tried it. I don't know. Maybe you guys can bind it. It's just that I couldn't just now. I'm not actually trying to fight him right now. So let me just walk away before I die. So yeah, you just bind it to somewhere that you're comfortable with if you get the chance to bind it. It's like in settings, but I couldn't bind it to something else. Maybe the function isn't like available right now or something. Elemental site. I'm not sure. I don't think you can bind it to something else because I'm clicking my mouse with my mouse and my keyboard. It's not changing anything. Maybe there's like a change options button that I'm not seeing because I'm blind or something, but I don't see a way to change it. So I think you guys just have to like bear with it and get used to it. You wanna just keep spamming this because I should have really searched for an example, but basically right, just take a look at this. Obviously this isn't a chest, it's a flower. But when you use your mouse wheel, right? Example, you use the elemental site and then you see this color. You see that like grayish color? Yeah. If you see that grayish, like you'll like pretty much filter out the map a little bit. Let me just find a place with some enemies, like these guys right here. Hopefully I don't aggro them. When you trigger it, you can see that they turn grey as well. Enemies that you can see visibly, they turn grey as well. And then same goes for like plants and stuff. But not a lot of things are grayed out. And if something is grayed out, you just wanna like look for it. You wanna check what is grayed out, because if something is grayed out, there's a chance for it to be like a common chest or a different chest. Because chests turn grey while you hold down your elemental site. So it's normally, if you hold it down, it's normally like either an enemy, a plant, or a chest. So that will help you like find chests like easier, because example, you only see like the corner of a chest. Example, there's a chest like, let's say there's a chest right here, like stuck in this corner. If you look here and then you run down, right, you might not be able to find it. But if you do this, right, you maybe see like a corner of like grey, right, in this area right here. You might be able to see a little bit of a grey box, which has actually helped me like find quite a few chests. It will not like chests won't like magically spawn in front of you, but it will definitely help you find them like easier. So yeah, that's really important. I don't know why. Maybe I just haven't been watching enough YouTube videos on Genshin, but I don't know why like not that many people have been talking about this. But yeah, it's very useful. I'm pretty sure this video is like quite long already, so I'm just gonna end it off right here. I'll probably just make like separate videos on this, cause there's way too much to cover in one video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one.